Sit or lie down in a comfortable position. Close your eyes and let your arms rest comfortably at your sides. In a moment, I will describe a pleasant scene of riding a horse across the plains. Just allow yourself to experience what I describe as completely as possible. If your mind wanders, gently bring your focus back to what I describe. First, however, let yourself relax more completely by focusing on each breath you take. Notice each breath from the time you draw air in through your nose and into your lungs, feeling your lungs expand and the muscles of your chest tightening until you release each breath. The air leaves your lungs, your chest muscles relax, and you feel the air flowing out past your lips. You feel your body relaxing more and more with each breath. Sense and feel each breath as it comes into your body, and sense and feel each breath as it leaves your body. Notice the muscles in your chest relaxing with each breath you take. Allow the muscles in your shoulders and neck to begin to relax. Feel the soothing sensation of relaxation begin to flow throughout your body. As it does, your body may feel heavier and heavier. That is a normal sensation with relaxation. Just feel the heaviness in your arms and legs as your body relaxes more and more. As your body relaxes, your mind can focus to an even greater degree. Allow yourself to focus on the details of what I describe as if you are experiencing it. The more that you use all your senses to see, hear, feel, taste, and smell what I describe, the more vivid the scene will be, and the more deeply and completely you will relax. Imagine that you are on a horse riding across the vast plains. In every direction, as far as you can see, are flat grasslands, with the occasional undulating hill flowing to the horizon. The sporadic, low-growing, gnarled tree, a rare thicket of trees and brush, occasionally interrupts the view of the blue sky and the shades of green and browns of the plains grasses that seem to continue forever. Not a cloud in the sky, only the occasional hawk do you see against the expanse of blue. You feel the strength of the horse beneath you as its muscles expand and contract with each stride, as the powerful animal gallops across the plains. You place your hand on its body, feeling the sleek hair and the rippling muscles. You notice its mane fluttering in the wind. You marvel at the power of its muscles as you stroke its neck. The crisp morning air whips your hair and stings your face. You breathe deeply, inhaling the fresh air into your lungs. You feel the coolness of the air deep in your lungs. You smell the earthy odor of the horse's exertion. You hear the wind whistling as it flows around you. You feel free, almost as if you are flying. You feel connected to the horse as if you were one. The slightest move from you and the horse changes direction, slows or speeds up, as if it can read your mind. You are fully in tune and in touch with the full experience of riding across the plain. You feel the exhilaration of the power and the strength of the horse as it jumps small crevices, and you feel the weightlessness of the flight. As you look out over the plains, everything is the same and everything is different. The flat grassland spreads in every direction to the horizon. But as you observe the scenery, you see the differences. You begin to notice that the grasses are taller or shorter in certain areas. The wind sweeps across the plains, and you notice the graceful curve of the grasses bending with the wind. You notice the different grass types based on color variation or broadness of the leaves. You see some areas are carpeted with milk vetch, the lavender flowers, growing in 3-inch clusters around a short stalk, swaying with the wind. When you look at the ground below you, you might even see small creatures such as mice scurrying out of the way. Occasionally you may see a lone coyote traipsing across the plain. In some areas you see a group of vultures circling. You begin to notice the subtle changes in the landscape where it rises or falls slightly. You also notice the different smells of the plants around you as the horse crushes the grasses underfoot and they release an aroma. In the distance, you see a herd of antelope, some frolicking with one another, others nibbling at the grass. As you get closer and the antelope spot you, they begin to run as a group. You watch as they turn in a synchronized fashion and leap across the plains, growing smaller and smaller as they become more distant. The way they move, they seem as if they were a single organism. After a time, you come to a dry ravine that once contained an engorged river flowing from the spring rains, but now shows a rocky bottom with steep sides of hardened clay and gullies eroded vertically where water flowed from the plains down into the river. Along some of the gullies are low-growing bushes and grasses, clinging in clumps to the sides. The horse picks its way along the side of the ravine as you look out across the ravine to the far horizon. All you see is the blue sky and grasses on the other side. Your eye follows the pattern of gullies flowing down the side to the bottom of the ravine. At the bottom of the dry ravine are bushes rocks, and hard clay. You see where the water has carved a path through the clay. You see tumbleweeds riding the wind in the bottom of the ravine, turning over and over until they are caught in a crevice or on a bush. You have been riding a while, and the cool morning air has given way to the dry heat of the day. As the horse slowed to a walk, you feel the heat of the sun on your face. As you breathe the dry air, your throat feels parched. You lick your lips and taste the saltiness around your mouth. The air dries your lips almost immediately. Soon you come to a small grove of trees surrounding a depression in the landscape. And knowing there is water nearby, you stop to allow the horse a drink. You slide off the horse and walk the horse around the trees, finding a path that winds down to the pool of water. As you walk the horse down the path, the horse cools off from the hard ride. You lead it to water and watch as the horse drinks deeply from the clear water. You splash some water on your face, feeling the cool wetness. Once the horse has had a couple sips of water, you take a towel, wet it in the water, and begin to rub down the horse. You feel the warmth of the horse as you massage the powerful muscles. When you have finished rubbing down the horse, you lead it to the pool to have more to drink. You open a bottle of water you have carried with you and take a drink yourself. You taste the pure, refreshing wetness of the water, feeling it soothe your throat and quench your thirst. You decide to relax a bit in the shade. As you lie down on the cushion of grasses beneath the trees, the horse begins to nibble the grass in the shade of the trees. You hear the horse swishing its tail and chomping on the grass. The warmth of the day relaxes your muscles. You feel the muscles of your back relaxing more and more completely as you stretch out on the grass. Your shoulders relax as you sink into the softness of the grasses. As you lie back on the grass, you feel the soothing comfort of the cushion of grass. It feels so good to completely stretch out and relax your muscles on the soft bed of grass. You hear a nearby chorus of crows calling to one another. You look at the trees overhead. You notice the twisting branches and the sparse leaves on those trees that have adapted and survived the harsh winters and the dry summers of the plains. You notice the intriguing patterns created as you look through the branches and see the blue sky in the background. You see the sunlight flickering through the leaves of the trees and dancing across the pool of water. As you rest, you listen to the song of the frogs that live near the pool of water. Occasionally you hear a splash as one jumps into the water. You hear some insects flying around. As you watch a nearby frog, you see its tongue flick out to catch a fly. Soon, the warmth of the day and the music of the frogs lulls you into a very peaceful sleep. You feel yourself drifting more and more, so relaxing so peaceful, so soothing. Sinking into the soft grass and drifting, more and more completely relaxed. It feels so good, just drifting in a very restful state, knowing that whenever you feel ready, you will awaken feeling fully refreshed.